Okay. All right. I think we're sufficiently warmed up. Anyway, hey yo everybody, I'm Braxton Wise. This is Third Coffee Studio. And that's all the energy I have for the day. That's all I can muster, and then I'm done, and I'm spent. You know, when I see that Pixel mug, I like it more and more. Like, every time I see it. That was good for a first effort for a pixel art. It still holds up after all these months. It's a great mug. It says what it is. It's the third coffee. You know. Let's see. There we go. First of all, I want to set this color on my tablet. Because there, that's better. Alright. Getting the sketch turned on in this one. I don't know what I want to do about his eye. I'm not really liking it. But it's about as good as I'm going to get for right now, I think. It's only like a very slight... I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough to do that kind of detail right now. So we're not going to go further on his eyes. I see the corrections I need to make. It needs to be like, here, turn it. There. Go to that one. It needs to be like this edge here needs to come down very slightly to make it more of an oval. So I'd have to trim it a little bit on the top and trim a little bit on the bottom. And then get like a little white space on the edge of that and shade that inward and fade out the light edge to here. That's a lot of freaking detail. Those are like really subtle differences that are going to make a huge difference later. So I just don't know if I want to mess with that. I really don't want to mess with that. I want to just leave it as is. It looks okay. It's fine. It's fine. We just accept it and we move on. Because the rest of it is looking okay. Although I think we need to mess with this hat a little bit. I need to think about hold on, let me see if this is straight. So I need to think about well, we have to think about our next project, first of all, which I think is going to be this Halloween thing. Of course, we'll finish this before then, so I guess the next project won't be the Halloween thing. But I'm working something together. It's going to be like a Frankenstein's monster playing a video game. But I need to get a console in there. I need to figure out what kind of room I want him to be in and try and find references for that. But at least I have the pose right now, which is currently in the Discord. I don't know if we're going to leave it there. I think I'm going to remove that and I'll replace it later with the mock-up that I later come up with, rather than I guess working it out right now. Okay. So that's news. That's Braxton news. It's a thing. You need to be under here. Right, that's right. That's right, Braxton. There's only one freaking layer. But his hat is off. And I'm debating on whether I should mess with that either. Or as well. Let's grab this. I know I also have a bunch of half-finished sentences out there. I'll probably come back around to them sooner or later. I do apologize. I often finish my sentences in my head instead of out loud, so it's kind of a thing. What's up, Nix? Welcome in. In fact, I was talking about the idea that you gave for one of the October projects. Oh, that's not a thing. Don't color pick that. It's not a color. I mean, it's a color, but it's not a color. In my Discord, I was able to actually, well, I posted my first attempt at getting AI to come up with the reference, and it's actually, I used Gemini and it worked out great, but was unexpected. Leonardo was total crap, and I don't even touch Bing anymore. So that was fine, but I want other stuff in it, so I'll be looking for other pieces to put in it. You know, we're gonna build like a full reference. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Okay, I think that's up there where it should be, but now the problem, it's not quite where it should be, but I'm not going too far to this side because of the next problem, which is that this flares out, but this side flares out more. You see? Just look right here, right in the center. You just sort of, you can see that this one leans out a little farther. Like this needs to be trimmed back to, I don't know. I want to say like right about there. Right. So we'll just address that problem, or try to. I hope everyone's doing well today, or trying to. It's not always easy these days. Let's see if I can do this without getting disoriented. Because if I want this to go in a curve like this, I need to somehow match this, but doing it upside down is, I don't know, it's not my bag. No, wait, we're erasing. Alright, that's my estimate, is where we need to come over to. And this is full destructive editing. I shouldn't say editing, we're not editing. This is, what do you call it? Destructive workflow. Right? This is workflow. Oh yeah, it's in the, I have what's it called? Reference. I have a reference channel. So it's easy to find. So anything that we do during stream, it was requested by someone who hangs out in the channel a lot. They just don't really talk a lot, and or ever. And they had asked me to post my references, the references that I use on stream in my Discord, because they like seeing the the original, I guess, or what I got it from. So that's why that channel was started. But when I do the actual mock-up, I'm going to photo bash some other bits and pieces together to get a full thing for the Frankenstein's monster video game thing. And then I'll post that and I'll replace the first one in there. Stressed out of your mind, right? Oh yeah, soothing cup of coffee. In fact, I have my coffee today. I did not have coffee last time. Like last stream. Alright, so let's see if that fixed it. Because I stopped short of my estimate. And I'm glad I did, because that looks like it's just right. I mean, I see like a couple of little minor bits, like that edge, but this is nothing. I think that's basically what I wanted. So then I'll just refine the edge and we'll get to go. I'm going to repeat stuff again later on as people show up, but one thing that I want to talk about is I was asked to do like a cam on my hands and on a piece of paper, like, you know, do physical drawing or physical media as well. And I understand that you can't always have access to a tablet. And for some people, all they might have is like some computer paper, like printer paper, or just notebook paper and a pencil. So I was thinking about doing that. I think it might be doable, but I guess what I need to do is figure out the logistics of the setup for well, making sure the camera is focused right. I do have a cam. It's probably going to be able to take sharp enough video. I need lighting, so there's like, I need a holder for it. I need lighting for it. I need to be able to clamp it onto my desk in a way that, and it's going to be in my face. That's the problem. Like when you look at like YouTube's where someone's showing you something, like you know, when an artist is doing like a physical media drawing, their camera is like right there in front of their face, pointing at this, and they're literally reaching underneath the thing to try and draw and looking around it. The only way you get this first person view is for them to have the camera like in their own face and them having to lean to kind of look around the thing and curl their arms in front of the camera to try and get to the canvas. It's actually really quite amazing to think about the kind of stuff, that the contortions you have to go through to make a clean shot. And you don't even think about it. If you do it right, if you did it right, I guess no one knows that you worked so hard at it, right? So I think it'll be cool. I think we can do that. It just can't be right now because it's going to cost a little bit extra money, and there's other things I have to spend money on at the moment. But I did pick out a camera stand that should be fairly affordable. At least it's in a doable range, and it's also got like a ring light attached to it, like already, and it's USB powered, so I think that would be perfect for my desk. I just have to have a freaking ring light in my face. So there's like branding, I guess, to think about next, as far as that goes, and because I would be doing like a series, right? Because we would have a day when we do like pencil and paper day or something like that, which would be just like actual drawing lessons, I suppose. So in that case, I need to have like maybe, or I'd like to create like a name for it, and then that way I can put them all in a separate playlist. Like, well, it'd be like for beginners who want to learn how to draw. So, and render, because I'm kind of like, rendering is my thing. If you're coming to me for like anime and manga, you gotta go somewhere else. Because even though that stuff's cool and I experiment and play around with it, it's really not my thing. I'm not good at it at all. It's really not my claim to fame. If I had a claim to fame at all, which I don't, but if I did, it would be rendering. That is absolutely my jam. So, yeah, I gotta figure out some kind of like beginner-friendly setup for people who don't have equipment, anything other than just a pencil and paper. In fact, I think I would even use like normal pencils and printer paper, even though I have like really good drawing paper. It might be better to just use the exact kind of tools that someone else would have. That's cool. You know, it reminds me of a bassist who does, I'm a bassist too, so I watch these sorts of channels. It's not out of the ordinary. And he's got a channel on YouTube, and he plays a Squier. And for those who don't know, Squier is like the cheap brand of Fender. It's their least expensive model. And he always plays with a Squier, and he's a professional bassist. So I'm like, oh, how the hell is he just playing a Squier, right? Because most bassists have some... Look, I'm going to tell you this, okay? There's a difference between guitarists and bassists. Money, or the willingness to spend a crap load of money on your instrument, is one of those differences. Bassists have no problem dropping thousands on a bass, whereas guitarists will howl if it gets over $700. That's been my experience in the past. It's not always true. I'm certain of that. But I never see a bassist complain about, oh my god, these are so expensive now. They're like up to $1,000. Bassists are like, oh, did you see that new Badass bridge? The Badass 3? Solid brass? Chunk of lead right in the middle of it? Oh my god. Sustained for days. Well, there's no actual lead in it. I'm making that part up. It's a different mindset, I think. I think we get trained that way though, like there we go. Like for instance, strings. I know I'm just diverging down the road here. Like strings, guitar strings are like $7-8. The pricey ones are like $11-12 for a pack of strings. And guitarists in like reviews and stuff on Amazon and whatever would just be screaming about it. Again, not everybody, but it's easy to find one. And yet bassists have to pay like at least $25 for a set of cheap strings. I have basses that have strings that are like $45, $55, $65. Imagine having to pay $50 for a set of strings. I think that already trains us for that sticker shock, or kind of sticker shock immunity maybe, just because we have to deal with higher prices anyway on, you know, on our sort of accessories, I guess, if you think of strings as an accessory, which they're not. String is its own instrument. It just requires a cavity to sort of expand the sound so you can hear it better. In fact, if you think about it, the string itself is the instrument, right? Anyway, what were we talking about? I've just gone down the road, the mentally divergent road. Let's see. Okay, that was bugging me. There's like a little halo thing. Wrong button. Sometimes I hit the wrong key. It's almost like a little halo around the brim, and that's just some of the gray getting over there because I don't really, you know, I put colors up against other colors, and sometimes there's a little bit of over painting. All right, we were talking about names. Ooh, you know what? Okay, how about this? Tadpoles. Right? Or tadpole videos, like, because, you know, because of the whole frog theme. Tadpoles are young. But that, you know, that doesn't mean that the artist would be young, though, right? So maybe that doesn't, maybe like beginner artists don't want to be, because there's a lot of adult beginner artists. Maybe they don't want to be called tadpoles. But that could fit, you know, kind of like symbolic of being a beginner or something, maybe, instead of some, you know, like having to do with age. Oh, now that the itinerary is out of the way, I'm probably gonna clam up, unless I find something else to ramble about. Alright, you know what? I need to not be tightening this up right now. I need to actually finish what I was doing with him, which was rendering the pants. Okay. I realize we'll be looking at the lower section of a frog for the next 2 hours, so, you know, try to keep it clean, kids. We have young viewers. Sometimes. Oh, on that front, I think I'm gonna remove my like my Nightbot quotes for my Twitch channel. Some of them are just way too inappropriate. Of course, these are just things that were said in the moment, but in the moment of playing like a frustrating game or whatever, or when the chat is having like some crazy conversation about something, it can reflect things like that, and they can be weird out of context. But I really do feel like it's a better idea to just sort of remove those and just sort of stay a little bit more family friendly. I was never really trying to be an 18+ channel anyway, and I don't want to be. There's a lot of restrictions on that if you want to go down that road. I don't like that road. I don't want to do that road. I know, but that's why I exported them, right? I mentioned it in the Discord before a few days ago. I have exported them into another document. So, you know, in fact, I could even post them in the Discord if anybody wants them. If you're just curious to even look at them. Okay. Render. Do I have this where? Because I remember I was monkeying around with my pressure settings. No, I think this is about fine. My niece has watched your stream. She's 13 and okay, aspiring. That's very cool. Or as she could be inspiring. That could be intentional. Aspiring, okay. It could, but the thing is, it could go either way. She's watched my stream. Well, see, that's I think that's even more reason. Right? Autocorrect, I hate that stuff. I think that's even more of a reason. This should not be a stream that you're afraid for your kids and nieces and nephews to see. Even if I am an adult and I sometimes say adult words, just me being a grown-up. It's not, you know, me trying to be shocking or lewd or, you know. But yeah, there's a possibility of that because YouTube has like a younger audience because they have different permissions, whereas YouTube didn't set, or Twitch, I mean, didn't set themselves up for that. And like 13 is the minimum on Twitch. Which is just before you hit the restrictions, and that's why they didn't want to do it, probably. Because YouTube has like extra restrictions, which is why I don't want to be a made-for-kids channel. Because it puts certain restrictions on, and like for instance, it shuts off comments on the videos. It, which as well it should. I mean, you know, like I get that. You don't want trolls coming in saying awful things to something your 5-year-old is going to be watching. Like, holy crap, right? So, well, not 5-year-old. I don't think they could read at that point, but still. You get what I mean? Like, I understand those things. Alerts, too, like that click the bell thing to get alerts, that doesn't work on those things. So, you know, like stream notifications won't go out because there won't be any. That kind of stuff. So I just want to stay family friendly, but not made for kids. Oh, really? That's neat. And again, I think that's just sort of reinforcing the point. We might be more apt to get, to end up getting just because of, I guess, maybe sometimes the sort of, you know, comical things that I'm drawing sometimes. So while not designed to attract a younger audience, probably will. Especially when you're doing anything kind of cartoony. So anyway, we're gonna end up with younger viewers anyway, so let's just you know, like exercise some responsibility for that and be accommodating. Okay. Do I want to do the highlights first? because we've got a lot of freaky wrinkles. Like, if I take this and just lighten that up a little, we have like the fly. We have to map this out at least. And then wait, did I have the thing no undo? Right, there's no undo. Damn. I thought, well, maybe I could undo real quick and no one would catch it. Oh, we're erasing. Damn it. Ah, damn it. Hold on. I had to go back. I have to control Y because no undo. Some weirdo made a freaking challenge for himself. Well, it's not really a challenge, it's just I put that in the title, so we have to stick to it now. That's how it works, kids. Like that. I was hoping I could not crash out, but I need. Oh, okay. It's no problem. You gotta get to sleep, especially if you're like falling asleep right now. We will be here. Like that. We'll refine these as we go. Are you dying? Wow. Okay. Really? Because you will. You're probably just gonna fall asleep right now if you don't go. Well, thank you. I think we got it. I think we can even finish this today. And I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I think we're gonna start working on the Taco Wizard again. If I can find the project. We have to come full circle. It has to happen. I guess, was it the first piece I did on stream? Just map that out a little bit. Just like a reflective highlight. I don't like this. I mean, I feel like it would show, but at the same time, I feel like it wouldn't. I guess this is over here, and that veers out that way. Then that means that this would go out here, and this point would be like right about there. So it wouldn't show. It wouldn't show. We need to get rid of that. Like, this other tail is not going to show. I had no idea there was an actual name for this type of tuxedo either. It's called a morning suit. Siler knew it though. That was impressive. I was like, wow, how do you know? How do you know about tuxedos? I mean, I had to wear a lot of tuxedos, and yet I had no idea there was a name for this particular type. In fact, I've had to wear things like this for performance. This type with the tails, like a short coat with tails for doing like a piano concert. I feel like there's still going to be a line here. It would help if you're actually using a color that was like visible. Okay. I'm not sure how detailed we're going to go on this stuff here. Right. Here's the original sketch, which I should be using, because you get sort of mission creep when you're working and you forget what you had originally planned out. Let's clean this up and reclaim some of our work. Because I have gone way off script here. You know, maybe the tadpole thing would be a cool idea. Maybe it would be a good name. We just have to sell it the right way. You just got to sell it, Braxton. There we go. Let's get back on track. Wow, we went way out there on this one. It's really kind of embarrassing. I am humiliated. This could end my career. Fortunately, we don't have a shame response for that command. I've never seen it. Okay. Yeah, that explains why I didn't. I've never seen anyone use it. Okay. Grab a clean spot. And of course, I'm not promising that we'll finish this today, but I think there's a good chance that that's going to happen. Okay, this should not be like this. Did I do that in the sketch? Yeah, I didn't do that good of a job in the sketch, though. I didn't really hammer that part out very well. Anyway, you know what? It might even be good to do the cam thing, the hand cam. Yeah, we'll call it a hand cam. Hand cam, and then if I end up having a face cam, we'll call it the ham cam. Although they do sound a little too similar. Although I think I really do want to do like a PNG model of myself instead. I really want to do that. I need to try coming up with some sketches for making one. Then my PNG model will at least look kind of like an old man, like the old man that I am. Because I don't know, like the last people that came in here freaking out because of my age, I have a feeling that they just left after that. Like they certainly didn't seem to stick around. I don't know what that's about, but of course maybe they had some maybe they're one of those people. You know what I mean? Without saying a lot of detail, maybe they're one of those people. You know? I mean, you do the math, you know how young my voice sounds. I'm just saying. Just saying. Let's see. I think that's about right. I gotta get this shape right, because it has been it's done kind of halfway. I rushed through it because I rushed through all my sketches. I should spend more time on them, because then wouldn't have to struggle so much, probably. There. Okay, I think that's, we can refine that later. I think that's looking a little bit better though. Excuse me. We might actually take a bit of a break and do like a little coffee thing here. Okay, I think that's decent. Yeah, we just have to darken that up. You have to follow the bones in the foot. Okay, I don't know how far I want to render that, but I feel like not far is the right answer. Oh, plumber. And that's gonna be... I always get... I hear plumber and I just start thinking this will be unaffordably expensive. The moment I hear the word plumber. Good luck. Yeah, don't worry about this leg. Okay, let's do this. And make it small. Small highlight. Okay, almost there. Oh, inspecting the heater. Oh, nice. So much better than what I was imagining. Okay, one leg down. Well, not totally. I gotta do the toes. Yeah, I think what I need to do is change the shape of this. Crap. There. Really hate that. Alright, let's do it this way. Let's do this where it's like flat. Well, it's not going to be flat though, is it? Well, my reference is it's flat, but it really shouldn't be for that. Should no. Am I going too wide with that? Yeah, I feel like we are. Also, yes, I did use undo a bit ago when all that happened, when the mouse freaked out. But I allow myself that because the sometimes interference makes that happen from the dongle. Like why the hell didn't they shield that? And this was not a cheap tablet. And no shielding, or apparently no shielding. Some kind of thing happens and then the interference, the RF interference messes it up and makes it go wild on screen or something. I wish it didn't, that's annoying. Oh, that's better. Maybe this should be further forward. I don't know, I'm not having a good time with this toe. Trying to make them look flat. Damn it, see, like this. There is something. I'd love to know what it is it's making that happen, too. Like the exact interference, like what it's coming from. I hate this. The company should have to buy me a new tablet. It's the same interference thing that happens. The cursor freaks out, goes all over the place, marks things up, turns things off and on. It's like someone's controlling my mouse. Try and get this shape. No, I'm not. Why would that be, anything that would make a difference? Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna have a laptop next to me. But the whole PC is, well, no, I have this plugged into Ethernet, like the main PC. But man, what a struggle with these toes. Like an all-day job on these. Sometimes there's USB interference on laptops that causes that behavior. Okay. Okay. Well, for me, it's I'm gonna have a bunch of USBs. Well, I tried moving it around too, thinking maybe one of the dongles has interference of its own. I mean, one of the ports, because that can happen. But that did nothing. It didn't make any. It didn't change anything. Man, this is turning out to be a very complicated shape. Let's just abandon this toe. tired of working on it. No, I think it's fine there. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely not, we're not doing, I mean, the laptop's over on my other side too. It's not plugged into a laptop. Okay, good. Next leg. We're almost there. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Hey, Sunganif. Welcome in. I'm drawing some frog feet right now. This is the entire piece. Let me zoom out and have a look, so you at least know what we're working on, because I stay zoomed in for a long time, so you may not figure out what it is for a while. Anyway, welcome in. This is our project. We're just in the middle of rendering. Oh, you think so? His name is Uncle Wednesday. But he's not, you know, he's just an OC. He's not like a character from a book or anything. It's just something we made up. And I kind of like the Wednesday frog meme. So, kind of like, you know. Do I do commissions? I haven't done any paid commissions, but I've done some emotes for other channels. I mean, I think I could consider something, but it depends on what it would be. And I like working from reference, so I have to find examples and things that I can use. But I don't know, I've thought about it. I just haven't been actively looking for commissions or commissioners. There, I think that's perfect. That angle was what I wasn't getting. No, up here instead. No, don't redo it. Like that. Like that. Stop it, Braxton. He just went through a whole rant about that. I know, but I can't help it. Let's do this. My reference has gone off into the weeds here, so we'll just make up our own stuff as we do. Reference really is just for me to help me stay on track with rendering more than anything. Okay, some point in the not super immediate future, I'd like to post a free TTRP module. Oh, TTRPG module. That's tabletop, right? Okay. To drive through RPG. When it happens, I'd really like a 5-ish topical illustrations, just like tiny ones. Don't have to be super detailed or anything. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, if you have ideas, or like if you can sketch something, and you know, like even stick figures, or find similar images and kind of cobble together various references to get get across the ideas that you want, it'll help me stay on track. It'll help me figure out how to draw the stuff you want, and we can go back and forth until you like what I'm doing, because you have to kind of convey your idea to me, right? Because that's how it'll go better, if I can see more clearly what you're wanting. And another thing is, if I can see it, I can probably draw it. So yeah, if you can like collect up any kind of things that you think will help me figure out what you want, and then we can work on something in the future. That'd be fun. This needs to come down. This needs to be more this way. I'm getting wild with my brush sizing here. I think that'll work. Yeah, I think we can start to render that out. I really do need to pay more attention to my sketching when I'm drawing these, because it's so much easier when you have it all hammered out before you start. Okay, like it'll just be illustrations for a minor portion of the text, but yeah, okay, great, cool. Yes. Okay. That'll be great. And if you get what you're doing a free thing, what's the whole point of that is as well? Just like your reason for doing it and stuff. Did you say free? I need to reread. A free, there it is. Okay. Just general enjoyment. You're gonna put it up on like a server, or like what, do you have plans for it, or to create your own? Are you creating your own module? Okay, so it's not like a module to drive through RPG. I don't even know what that one is. There's so much stuff I don't know about that stuff. I think this is... That's a good shape right there. Ground's like here. There. Oh, that could be cool. Like, I don't even think I would charge anything for that either. If it's just gonna be like a free project. It'd be something to get good experience on. If it's nothing too elaborate. World's biggest marketplace for TTRPGs. Okay. They host FanWorks. Oh, neat. So that's what this is. Okay. You never know. You know, stuff goes viral. And you're putting it there. But where are you hosting it? On your own server? Or you said they have... They host. Okay, so then it's going to be hosted with them on their platform. Because things like that, you could build a website, build a blog, host it yourself. Monetize the blog for ad revenue. So that everything can be free. And if you can do that, then you have the control. If you build your own website, you have the control to alter the metadata for SEO, get organic traffic, which you can't get on someone else's platform. Okay. Okay, cool. I was just throwing that out there in case that is a thought. Because there's different considerations depending on what you're where you're wanting to go with that. I feel like this spot wants to give me trouble. Maybe just a little bit of a highlight or something is all it needs. Do I have this on? No. I mean, pressure opacity is on, so we're fine. And what, like a little glint or something over here, like it may be too much of a glint. It's a little too much of a glint. Let's tone that down. All right. I'm liking that. Oh, cool. That would be a fun project. So definitely hit me up. lot of shading. This foot needs to be worked a bit. Let's see. Yeah. I'm not trying to get, like, at this point, I don't know if I can actually get these as good as I want them. So I'm just gonna try and get them passable and not worry about them. Just so it doesn't, you know, look funky. That's all. We're just trying to minimize the funk. Because I don't think I can actually make these look good. Well, I shouldn't say it that way. I should say I don't think I can get them the way I would like to see them. So my expectations are different from what you're seeing on screen, basically. That's why artists say they hate their stuff when they don't really hate their stuff. You're like, what do you mean? It looks fine. Yeah, but there's like... the image in their head is not what's coming out of their hands, and that's frustrating them. So they probably don't actually hate their work. They're just getting pissed off. Pissed off with themselves, actually. That they struggle and can't get their hands to do what they want them to do. Did I raise that too high? I feel like I did. So it's... The only thing about painting on one layer is I have to patch up my things when I make changes. But it's still faster for me this way, because when I'm working with layers, man, it just... it's bad. I'm constantly working on the wrong layer, and then I'm spending hours trying to undo and redo stuff that I put on the wrong layer, and I think that's a huge slowdown. It's better to just do this. Oh really? Yeah, you mean the little miniatures? When you hand paint those little lead miniatures? You like the sleeve? Thank you. Sorry, I'm reading comments backwards right now. Of course, they don't have to be lead miniatures now. They've got those, you can do like 3D printing on those. Have little resin printed miniatures. That would be neat if I was into all that. I think it's very cool that that even exists. Let's see. Why do you look wrong still? Is it because I'm just zoomed in or what? Because you still look wrong to me. Okay, first of all, this does need to get anchored down with the shadow. Yeah, it's too dark. Darn it, I'm not liking that at all. Well, that's a mess. Let's see if we can fix that. Oh well, I mean, you repetition. That's how you get. That's how you do anything. Right? Paint is definitely look when you're dealing with traditional media. 90% of it is learning how to fix your mistakes because the mediums, all of them, are so unforgiving. That's basically it. That's like, you know, 10% of it is learning art itself and how to use the paint, and then the other 90% is how to change your mind and how to make corrections and stuff. Which gets tedious. Hey, Strider. Look at you. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Spang fu transitive verb to throw violently into the air, especially to throw a frog into the air from the end of a stick. What? Is that a thing? I didn't think that was a thing. Turn that down a little bit. There we go. Try and make this a little bit more passable. This pant leg. What are these, knickers, right? Like knickerbocker pants. It's all the rage in England. Wearing them short pants like a rebel. What's up, Digi? Welcome in. Ms. Inferno. I'm just correcting a mistake. I can't seem to do the shading on this very well today. Okay, oh, here, let me zoom it out so you can see what we're doing. There. Sorry. We're almost done with him. But I'm really wanting to take a 5-minute break and make a second coffee. Mini painting is pretty, also I'm well, Digi, thank you. Mini painting is pretty forgiving of certain types of mistakes, but like, obviously it's an art form. I think most normal dudes like me, this is Tsunganif, who doesn't actually have a talent for it, most of acquiring the skill is to learning maybe 24 techniques and how to combine them. Well, that's how it goes, that's right. It's how it is. You learn your tools, and then everything else is about fixing and correcting and changing your mind. That's like pretty much all of what you'll physically be doing. And that's where all that learning comes in. Man, I was gonna try to finish this in one stream. I'm not gonna be able to get that done today, I don't think, because we have to do. Alright, well, let's just calm down. We'll just take a break, and I will try to finish this knee, and then we'll see if I can make myself a little happier with this. Alright. Yeah, I'm still not liking it. I'm gonna do this all day. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Just leave it alone. Let's get this shape. All right, let's just turn it on full time. Tell her to calm down. Hope you're doing well, Digi. I think the pants will be easier. Once it's the feet that are giving me trouble. Well, it's not really trouble, it's just what we're currently working on. I shouldn't say it like that. We're not really having trouble yet. There you go. Let's give him, let's do this. We'll do the inside of the toes here. inside of those toes. This would be easier had I put this on another layer. I do understand that. Just for anyone who wants to type that in the comments when they see the VOD later. I do understand. I get it. And if it's frustrating you to see it, I understand. Like, why doesn't he just put on another layer, Thelma? I imagine people are naming their children Thelma these days. Watching the stream together, family style. Okay, dig that out of the way. You okay? That's good. It's good to hear. There, a little bit of flatness. Grab that shine. We're just trying for passable today. Not entirely happy with the shape of this one. See if I can fix it. Oh, so anyway, I do think, well, I guess to reiterate, as more people come in, I'm thinking of doing like a little series of like beginner videos for people who don't have access to digital tabletry. And if all you have is like a notebook paper and a pencil, that kind of thing. And my idea was to call them tadpole videos, you know, like a beginner, because the whole frog theme. Maybe put them in their own playlist, and I'll have a desk cam that will show my hands and paper. It's gonna take a little bit before I have the extra cash to put in for getting the extra lighting and stuff in the camera that I would need for that. I'm gonna have a very basic webcam. It won't be great quality, but it'll be something. So yeah, I think I'm kind of married to the tadpole idea. I think it's a good for like a beginner term for the videos. Kind of branded a bit. I'm gonna have a hard time with that cane in the way, aren't I? You like the idea? Thank you. Back heater inspection. Oh, nice. Very good. Awesome, Nix. Minis are more approachable, like ultimately it's very similar to any other kind of painting, right? But you're working with enamels too, right? You probably use enamels. If you're painting lead miniatures, probably enamels. You can do enamels on plastic, right? Yes, you can. What am I talking about? You're fundamentally doing the same things, often in the exact same way. That's right. But for a beginner, the three-dimensionality of the Mini with all the baked-in detail does a lot of heavy lifting. That's right. You could even you could just rub on, like they do when they're distressing or aging things like that. They just rub on like some brown paint or whatever, like with blackish brown paint, and then rub it off, and then paint on top of it. Because basically it just got into all the cracks, wipe it away. You can't get that out of the cracks, and so it just provides like natural shading. Oh crap, my keyboard. Hold on, my keyboard's about to run out of power. Okay, there we go. We just have to be careful because I don't have the right shape connector for that, so it's kind of I need like an angle connector, but I don't want to get up and go grab one. Acrylics, okay. Like resin stuff, yeah. I got you. Acrylics are great for that too, because acrylic is plastic. It's like the best thing for that. Alright, what am I going to do with saving this foot? Yeah, I think I'm liking that, the whole tadpole video thing. We'll call them tadpole videos. And if people don't like it, or if we decide to change it later, I can change it later. Right? Like Google, you know, Google changes their mind on their product names all the time. Like, you know, Gemini was originally Bard, right? Okay, this needs to be full toe color, because otherwise it's just going to look freaky. Even if it would, and I don't know if it would either. I don't know if it would come out that far, so really probably is better to do it like this. No one's gonna be looking at the toes anyway. They're not gonna be like, dude, you didn't do those toes right. Like, honestly, how many Anthrofrogs do you look at every day? Because, you know, I feel like I can kind of do whatever I want here. Because you can't prove that they don't have toes like this. Unless you can show me a real-life Anthrofrog. Right? And if you can, I want to see that. Like, let's see it. Bring it. The full froggy. A reference to Full Monty. Right, in case anybody didn't get it. You don't like oil paints? Oh yeah, they'll be on YouTube. We actually stream to YouTube. I'm streaming to YouTube right now. You'll see, do we have the chat on? Yeah, you see the chat over on the left. So we don't have anybody in YouTube right now watching, or at least not conversing. So, but when they do, you'll see it in the on-screen chat. I have a chat client that marries the two of them together. Here. So that the point of that is that they will be YouTube videos. And I don't keep VODs on Twitch. I never record VODs to Twitch these days, so all my VODs, everything is here. I mean, not here, is over at YouTube. Yeah, it looks a little thin. Yeah. Nick's Gaming Vault, there you go. Welcome in. Welcome to the YouTube side of it. One of Nixt and Woo Woo are my two YouTube mods, although they haven't needed to mod much because we don't have a lot of YouTube viewers, but the ones who do watch, they get rowdy. No, they don't. They don't get rowdy at all. Everyone's very nice. I don't like how this toe is working out. Alright, here's what we'll have to do. We'll just have to do it. Just have to do it. To paint through it. If you're having a hard time, paint through the object and then go back over it, right? So I think it's just the shape of this that's messing with me. There, a little bit more flat on the bottom, and then we'll grab this, make sure that works, and then here, and then we'll repair this. That looks fine, right? You know, I think this one is, well, I haven't done those yet, so we'll just here, we'll patch this up quickly. I'll have to do it on the other one too, so let's just save that for now. We'll go back and fix it later. Your YouTube username? I mean, I don't know, because my channel name is my username on Twitch or on YouTube. See, because I'll be at Third Coffee Studio every time I make a comment on anywhere. On YouTube? Okay. Maybe it's a setting that you change or something like that. Trim some of that away. Hopefully that's fine. Feels like this feels very, very wrong. This should be here. There. Oh, I am originally an oil painter, actually. For those that didn't know. And so the stuff that I'm doing, it's kind of like an emulation of oil paint. The reason I set it up this way was so I could figure out how to do this stuff. So I just set it up so it would have like a familiar feel, and then I would be able to, because I figured if I can make it work like paint, then I'll have an easier time of it, since I already know how to do that. So I even drew this brush shape to give me, so it would, like I hand drew the brush head so that I could have something that gave me something that looked more like brush strokes. Yeah. I feel like this would be better if it were larger, this toe. And this eraser got really harsh lately. Why? Whew. Holy crap. I was wondering why that eraser was taking away more than I had wanted. There, let's just do it this way. Okay. Just so I can see what those look like. I don't know, because see, like the thing is on YouTube, I mean I have like a main username, but I have more than one channel. Well, not more than one channel. I guess I do. I have more than one account. I feel like this is really wrong. There's something bugging me about that. I don't know. But I'm not liking it. What am I gonna do to fix this thing? Just pop in some highlights. Sort of. Whoops. Whoa, now. Maybe like that or something. I don't like that that's between his toes though, but I'd have to reposition the whole thing. We don't want to do that. We really don't want to do that. Oh. Okay, a little bit better. Sorry for all the zooming. Okay, I think that's as far as I want to go on these feet. It's not something anyone's even going to look at. Okay, give me a quick one here. I'm a BRB. I want to make some coffee. Okay? Whoops. Okay, we're back. A rare moment. I almost never take breaks. Okay, let's see if I can actually get this to work. I can actually fix this or finish this or whatever. Yuck. I don't like that. Okay. Still thinking about a background for him. Okay, this will be probably the easy part. Right? We'll just block in some shapes. Bada bing, bada boom. Bob's your uncle. Almost said ankle. Technically, I did say ankle. Okay. Let's do like a darker one. It's easier to do the highlight first. I feel. Mr. Atomic, how are you today? I don't know why I said it that way. Mr. Atomic, how are you today? I don't know what that accent is. You know, there's a British accent that has this, it's sort of like it has that sing-songy sound. It's almost like a well, it's just like I was intonating right there. Like, hello, Siler. How are you doing? There's this one accent that I hear that always seems to leave off like on the low side. It always sort of drifts the tone down at the end. Like you're, I don't know, it's like this, I'm so bored, I don't want to talk anymore. Let's just stop talking, like that. That's what it feels like. What is that one? What is that accent? Do they have a name for it? I'm gonna find one, and I'm gonna show you like a clip of it, and I'm gonna accost y'all, maybe like, look, where did this come from? Why do people talk like that? There's a guy I used to watch who did stuff about architecture. I mean, sorry, archaeology, and he had that kind of incredibly bored British accent. And I was like, I can't listen to this guy anymore. It's like he has no inflection at all. They're just constantly, always bored. Every word out of his mouth like it was a struggle. What's up, Tyler? I can't imagine what anyone in your household thinks of me. Like, what is this weirdo? He just went on this tirade about British accents, and you're not even British. I know. It's called stream of consciousness. That's how we do. how we that's how we roll in the Shire. I just sit here and open my mouth and say embarrassing things for 2 or 3 hours a day. Second cup? Oh, nice. Now you're bragging. Actually, I did have a second cup. That was what I was making today. That's what we were making. Can't find the accent if you didn't. Okay. Have you heard that one? It's because it's a specific kind of accent, but it's also the it's also in the tone of how they speak. And I've heard it more than once. So it seems to accompany that, tends to accompany the accent, the way that they sort of drift downward at the end of every word, or end of every sentence. I couldn't watch his channel anymore. It was just too much. It was just this droning in my ears. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, I didn't tell him that. You know, like you don't announce to YouTube channels why you don't watch them anymore, right? Well, some people do. But those are the jerks. Those are the ones we all talk about and go, God, look at that guy. Freaking weirdo. Right. Oof. I'm gonna clip something and I'm gonna put that in the Discord. Might have a third. Uh-oh. Well, I brew mine 1 cup at a time, but not with a Keurig. I'm not a Keurig guy. I don't Keurig. Yeah, I didn't like. See, the thing is, I take too long to drink my coffee. So coffee maker is just bad for me because it's just gonna sit there and get bitter. So I use, first of all, I use Yeti mugs because it keeps my coffee hot longer, so I don't have to reheat. And then I also make it 1 cup at a time, and I use a little glass measuring cup, you know, the kind with a little handle, a little spout. I put hot water. I pour like hot water into that, and then I stir in some chicory and some coffee and a pinch of salt, and pour it through a cone filter that sits in a little holder that goes on top of the cup. And it was much better. I prefer doing that, even though it's more trouble to do it 1 at a time. It's so much better because my coffee tastes better every time instead of like half burnt bitter coffee by the time I get to the 2nd or 3rd cup. Have it, you know, sitting there stagnating inside of a coffee maker for several hours. So this cuts over that wrinkle, and this cuts through it, I guess. A little bit of a undersizing that brush. You don't do it every time. I love it. I know every time when I don't do it. If I've forgotten, it's immediate. I know right away that it's not there. I don't want to mess up this pant leg, but why is that wrinkle giving me so much trouble? That reminded me, and I added a dash of salt to my cup. Probably not enough. I don't taste it, but it's a little. See, that's what we're talking about. It's not to the point of tasting salty. If it tastes salty, you put too much. It's just enough to cut the bitterness and actually kind of makes it taste more to me. Like, it seems to taste more coffee, like, you know, kind of like it does to food when you put it on food. It just sort of wakes up your taste buds and you taste it more, something like that. That's why you put salt in the coffee, to make it less bitter. That's right. That's exactly right. I think here's what I'm struggling with. I think my brush is just not soft enough for the moment. Okay. I feel like we need to reduce these. We have too many wrinkles. Try to smooth this out a little bit. and I'm not using blur or blend. I know it seems like I am because I'm just going all over everything, but it's just the opacity of my brush. I just had it set very light. So I'm just barely skating along the tops of these, well, as if there were tops. It's digital, but it's still. I never thought I'd be drawing frog pants. All right. I think the wrinkles are passable to an extent. So let's deepen the shadows and put some separation in this vest. Darn it, I keep hitting the wrong button and it's freaking me out. It's because they reverse every time. When I'm on the right side or the left side, the Alt and Control buttons are in the opposite spots, so. Okay. Let's see. All right, we need. This needs some darkness. Darn it. All right, we got to hit the tops of these. Not bottoms, sorry. Not tops, bottoms. We have to hit the bottoms of these. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me. Because this is the under part of it. You know, the light comes from here. We have like this sort of curve as it follows, you know, the wrinkle. I'm not doing these curves right. So we have like a three-dimensional tube here, like tubes, and this top part up here is going to be highlights on top, and then the side, you know, like long tubes or cylinders is what these are really. So let's do this. Wow. Nope. No matter what, I'm gonna have to let go of something on this keyboard. It's not gonna let me get by. There. Just trying to do it the easy way. Let's grab that instead. Of course, I faded this out a bunch. I don't want to get real aggressive with this. It's kind of an awkward spot to be painting as well. Okay, welcome back, Pidgey. Gonna make one of those nice, nice coffees. I was a couple minutes late on that. I'd like to leave this streaky. If at all possible. And and still look good. You can make anything streaky, and making it look good is something different. Okay, let's do that. Now this isn't going to come out the way I wanted. Again, it's going to be like those feet, I think. Now we need to go the other direction. We're going backwards with this. Actually, you know what? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's how it should be. Okay, maybe more than an hour. Well, welcome back. Problem is, it only looks good if you do it the other direction. Because the way the brush is. You know what? Let's not do it that way. Let's not do it like we did the hat. Let's do this different. Hey Drew, welcome in. I'm okay. How are you doing today? Thank you. It's good to hear, Drew. I think we're gonna finish this today. Also, I'm working up a mock-up for the reference that we're gonna use for the Halloween thing, or one of them. If anyone has any more suggestions about like a Halloween themed drawing to do in October, let me know. And you can do it in the Discord later. You can join my Discord, also !Discord. Join my Discord, join our community. Artists and art enthusiasts, everyone's welcome. If you just want a cool place to hang out, whether you're an artist or not, there you go. Thank you, Joe. Here's the full Froggy. Sorry, I'm also chugging coffee at the same time. You did? Okay. Oh, it's for a suggestion maybe? Ooh, neat. I like that. We can do that. I could do that whole thing, actually. Although I have planned a non-frog piece, one that Nick suggested. Oh, you like the reference, Nick? So in the reference channel, I posted the one that I'm looking to do that Nix had suggested. Frankenstein's monster playing video games. I want to put like a game console next to him. I want to figure out a background. I want to figure out where he's at. Is he at home? What does he live in? Does he live in a cave? Does he live in a log cabin out in the woods? You know, like, where does he live? So I need to jank out some background material and put together like a collage, which they call photo bashing. We'll put together like a little collage to make a reference for it. That's what the kids call it these days. Of course, the thing is, people use photo bashing to make like finished pieces instead of reference. When I do it, I use it for reference. But then again, you have a lot of production artists who are doing stuff at high speeds under a lot of pressure, and their employer probably doesn't care where they get it from. So they do a lot of photo bashing professionally, probably more often than, you know, like small artists like me. Because they're just trying to get it done. They're taking photographs and putting them in as background texture and stuff like that. That way you don't have to draw everything. Because, you know, they have to get it done by tomorrow. But they don't get a paycheck, like that kind of thing. An image with Sam, the character from the Trick or Treat films. But Frankie can go on a t-shirt. Sam's in. Oh, I see. You say photo bashing, I just picture someone going through an album. Well, that's rubbish. That was... Well, it's because you use the word bashing in a different way. We don't normally use it that way. In fact, I said that once to a guy and he completely misunderstood me. I'm like, we don't really use it that way. Not really. He's like, oh. Sorry. Okay, well. It's fine. It's gonna be one of those things where I keep messing with this until I've ruined it. Let's do this instead. I don't like that highlight over there. We'll just do like a little line because you probably won't even see the thing. No, here. I don't like that either. Okay, that might be enough to where I'm okay with it. Holy crud. That's what happens when you don't check to see which eraser you've got going there. I may work on this leg on another day. Like off stream. Because I'm going to use this for print or POD. I'm going to have to tighten it up. I will have to, because I'm me. I would have to do it like a kind of like a final once over But as it is, I think we're definitely gonna finish this to a passable level for me to move on from it, at least. I'm not finding, in other words, I'm not, that searching maneuver there was just me not finding the right shade I wanted. There. What did I have for this down here? Whoops. That's a bit much. Wow, why am I not? And brush freak out again. That's so annoying. I'm never buying anything from this company again. Never. What total crap. Like, wow. Like, shield the dongle, moron. Did you really think? Oh no, we don't have to pay an extra 3 cents to shield those dongles? You really? Really? Because it would be helpful if you did. Their site is inundated with people constantly complaining about this exact problem. Like, they just cheaped out and caused themselves a huge problem because of it. Always hold your dongle. Zenslabs. Spelled with an X. The tablet is good, but man, you cheap out on something like that, and the functionality just goes out the window. When I have to keep undoing the damage caused to my work, that's bad. You did a bad job. You designed bad software. Or you, like, no, you didn't shield it right, and you probably had bad software. There you go. Yeah. What's up, Zweezy? You did not get first. Wait, did someone else get first? You're not first. Someone else, I don't think anyone's redeemed first. You actually could get first. Did someone get it? Strider. Oh, I did not see that. I mean, I saw Strider, but I did not see the redemption. Or maybe I did and I just missed it. Or not, I'm not thinking. You know, Strider gets it. Usually people aren't thinking about it. Strider is usually can come in here hours later and get it. Hours after the stream starts.
Nix242 asked me, how much coffee should a person drink to relieve work stress? I've already had 2 cups. Ah, coffee, the delightful elixir of life. Well, 2 cups are usually enough for a nice boost, but if work stress is still twisting you up like a pretzel, maybe consider a 3rd. Just don't go overboard, or you'll end up jittery like SpongeBob on caffeine. Aside from that, taking a short break or some deep breaths might do wonders. If you turn into a live wire, don't say Squidward didn't warn you.
Wow. He's adamant. I'm going to be kind of nondescript over here. I don't want to draw too much attention to this arm. It's not a feature. I'm not gonna clean up too much on the sides, but do a quick check. Look for smudgies. The reason I'm moving it is because there are such light little smudges that it's almost impossible to see them. So I do this, and any smudges will actually show up easier because you can see like a little dark patch. Well, like that one between the feet there, you can see that. In fact, if I could undo back to that. Where'd it go? Oh, see, right here. So you can't see it if it's just stationary. If I grab it though and start to shake it around, you can see that little, that stands out now. That little modulation. That's the only way I can see those things. Well, no, I do have a white background that I put up too, just so I can check my colors and check for like opacity on stuff. There's a spot. You nailed it with the highlights, contrast on the suit. Thank you. This is all wrinkles. Like this whole thing is basically like a study in wrinkles. let's do... this. Sharpen the edge a little bit. I'm still impressed, Tyler, that you knew that this was a morning suit. In fact, I opened with that in the stream. I have no clue why they call it that, but it's morning like time of day morning, not like you know, like mourning the dead kind of morning, not like in grieving, not grievance. Huh. Too much of that lately. Whoops. See? I get that stuff. Yeah, let's just grab a hard eraser and turn on size pressure. Actually, let's know. Let's put that back on soft. The thing I think I'm proudest of in this one is the hat. I think I really... Hold on, what am I doing? I think that hat is just way better than what I expected to do with it. We'll leave that sketchy. I don't want this arm to be sharp at all. I also figured out how to drag and drop into this. It's so crazy. If you try and drag and drop a reference into here, it will just, if you drag it over into here, it will make a brand new, like it'll start an entirely new project. It's crazy. Why would you do that? I mean, I'm trying to bring this in as, you know, on what I'm working with, right? Bring it into the piece I'm working on, but it won't. So instead, you have to drag it over and drop it into the layer box instead. So if you drag it to the, you know, the main viewport, it creates a brand new project. But if you drag it into here, it adds it to a layer, creates a layer for it instead. Lighting looks perfect, nice. Thank you, Digi. Dimmu Borgir has a song called Morning Palace. I saw that song in the playlist of radio as Morning Palace. Okay. Oh, really? I guess maybe they just heard it and wrote it down instead of seeing it in writing. maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Because you wouldn't know if it's one of those silly English words that sounds like a completely different word, but spelled totally different. This is supposed to be a piece of driftwood. I didn't like the cane I had given him. I didn't like the cane in my reference, and so we're doing what I sort of imagined to be driftwood-y. It wouldn't have these things like this. I sort of did that almost like a bamboo thing. It needs to... Here. We're just trying to fake it out right now. That's all. I think it was a typo. Oh, you see. I mean, I see. You see. I see. Do you see? That makes sense. I mean, either way, it would be an acceptable mistake. Your brain thinks it and your hands type it, especially if you touch type. Like I do, I just think it and my hands hit the keys. So I'm not thinking about the individual keys. So if my brain thinks morning, it might think morning instead of morning. I've done that multiple times. I know what the word is that I want, but my hands will just kind of like auto spell. Well, I'll tell you what, I taught myself to do it. And all I did, I mean, because, you know, I'm a musician, so I know a lot about forcing muscle memory. So what I did was I just wouldn't allow myself to look down at my hands no matter what. You will be shocked at how fast you will learn if you just make your hands have to find the keys without looking. Like even your mistakes. Just search for it with your hands, because your hands will remember that much better if you kind of force that uncomfortable confusion. It kind of triggers like I feel like stuff like that triggers like survival instinct, where you learn stuff real fast when you force it, but it takes a bit of stress to make that happen. It's the stress that actually helps us learn faster, I think. It's just too much stress. It has to be like a, you know, it can't be too much, right? Or you're killing yourself, but you do have to have enough to activate that sort of survival learning mechanism. And I found if you can find a way to force it, your hands will eventually learn that pretty quickly. Oh, cool. If those things, well, I don't know, the lessons themselves, I think you can just do it if you just type what you're going to type, like emails or something, and just don't look. Because all you have to do is put your index fingers on the F and J key. There's a bump on each one, and that's where they're centered up, and then find the keys. I know it sounds like I'm oversimplifying it, but it really is like that. It's how we learned where the notes are. It's how I learned where the notes are on an upright bass. There's no marks on it. And I wasn't given any lessons, so oh yeah, and we also had you have to look at the conductor. They will flip out like any conductor. If they look at you and your eyes are not on them, they will lose their minds. So that kind of forced me to not look at my hands. course, that's how I play bass now, too. It was a good skill to learn. All right. Of course, on an instrument, you can use your ears to tell you where your hands are, and you make corrections as you play. I feel like I'm over-rendering these fingers. Yes, I am. Actually, I under-rendered. And so now I haven't really messed with this the way I did with the others. I was kind of doing a victory lap here. We've also run out of music. Okay, we will call him done, I think. Until I get a background for him. Again, I am so proud of this hat. Just look at this. Like the hat band, everything. I'm really, really into that hat. Okay. And I had a trouble with this. When I was trying to draw Wu's bowler. It's this brim. And I think this one turned out well. Yeah. Hats off for the hat. So I think this right here was a good sort of learning experience, because that's the exact same kind of brim that I wasn't able to sort of accomplish before. Okay, should I sign it? I haven't put a background in it. If we do a background, I'll do a second layer just for the background, because then I'd have to keep repairing this as we paint into it. So I will allow myself another background or another layer just for a background. I just don't know what it'll be. If anyone has an idea as to where he's standing or what he's doing, I will take ideas or take suggestions, and then we'll work out a background for him. Although the next thing we do tomorrow, since we are back tomorrow, what are we doing? Okay, how about we revisit the Taco Wizard and work on him a bit. Super Cool Guy may show up tomorrow. If he does, we'll work on Phineas and Ferb as well, because there was a Phineas and Ferb thing. Like there. So I was doing, he asked me to do Phineas and Ferb and Perry Platypus, right? So we were working on like little bits. I did the heads on one day and then added this body like last time. I was gonna do like one character every time he shows up. It's just like a little side piece that we kind of stop and do like a 30 minutes or so of. Okay. So there'll be that. There'll be Taco Wizard, I think, tomorrow. And maybe we'll look around for some images, and I'll put together some more stuff for making a reference for the Frankenstein's Monster gamer thing. Frankenstein's Gamer? How about that? Is that what we call it? Yeah. That's what we'll call it. Frankenstein's Gamer. Also, thank you very much. Next. Alright. I think this is it. Save. And I'm not going to sign it because, well, I don't know. I'll export this and I'll upload a version of this to Blue Sky. And so follow my Blue Sky. Follow my YouTube, because that's the only place you can find the VODs. And we'll have drawing videos. We'll start the Tadpole series, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a good time. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you.